Destination Rites.
What's up, everybody? It's Alex from Heavy New York. We are at the Last Rites Tattoo Theater and Art Gallery and Tattoo Parlor, and we are in the studio, and this time we return with Paul Booth. It's been a long 296 hours since we last spoke.
You're counting. That's weird.
Yeah, it's weird, but it's great to do the interview in here where all the magic happens. The main topic I wanted to talk about since the last time we spoke was your artistic direction in relation to music. As we talked about, I know that you've tattooed a lot of musicians such as Phil Anselmo and Max Cavalera. You did the Psychosis music video for Cavalera Conspiracy. When you are making artwork for musicians, whether it's tattooing or album art, do you have to hear music in order to come up with an artistic concept?
Yeah, if I get asked to do a video, for example, I've only done one. So when I got asked to do a music video, I need to hear the song, and I need to read the lyrics, if there's lyrics, and that's where I get my visual. As far as how I'm seeing it. I read the lyrics while I'm listening to the music, and images pop in my head. I write them down and develop an idea, send the concept back to the label, and yay or nay, right? But yeah, I need to be feeling it, I mean, I can't pull a vision without even knowing if I can vibe with the concept or the song,
Yes.
If I hate the band, how am I gonna make a music video for them?
Use that hatred to channel. To channel.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not. I'm not really. I want to do more music videos, but I'm more. I guess it's more video art, than it is music video in the traditional sense.
Yeah.
The one I did for Max and Igor, I had from concept to deadline was exactly 2 weeks. 5-minute song. No band shots wanted. So I had to come up with 5 minutes of imagery for like a brutal onslaught of music, with like one little space in the middle for some breathing, and then that's about it, So it's like, I went into more of a video art mode, and I must have logged 350 hours editing, So it was brutal, but yeah, so I think I don't really consider that as a result, I don't consider that so much a music video as I do video art. I don't know what else to call it.
Well, it is kind of like a bridge. You take like a music video director like Samuel Bayer, who did Metallica and Nirvana, and then you take video artists like Oscar Fischinger or Arnaldo Tamburlini. It seems like you had like the bridge between the two.
Yeah, well, knowing the band certainly helps the situation. You're doing it for friends. But I mean, the music, I was a metal. I started out as a punk rocker when I was a kid, and kind of went into metal. And I was a metalhead for, I guess I'm technically still a metalhead. You always are. I mean, but 51 now. And
Well, looking at your artwork, I don't know if you're listening to the Spice Girls while you paint.
No. I make a lot of my own shit to listen to. I end up making music while I paint, and the paintings end up having their own soundtrack in the end of it all,
Which goes back to what we said of like every medium you work with kind of revolving around a core. Yeah. Now, when you are making art for other people, whether it's an album artwork or like or a music video or something like that, being that you're also a tattoo artist, I feel like has to be some sort of similarity in terms of you're working with a client and you have to like sort of like work around their vision as much as incorporating yours, right?
Well, it's a collaboration, really.
Yeah.
With a client sitting in the tattoo chair, I kind of almost really demand complete artistic freedom, which is not to say I do what I want. What it's to say is that it builds a level of trust, for one, which is necessary, the way I approach tattooing. And it's really more, the collaboration is like the vibe, you kind of they give you ideas of what they want, what they like. You know, you can give me a theme or a concept of some kind, and then I'll visualize it my way. You know, that's basically what I look for, that freedom. You know, just to interpret an idea rather than just, oh, today I feel like doing a flying toaster with a fried egg dripping off the side of it. I mean, shit luck for whoever I'm working on. You know, so. You know.
That's awesome. And one of the final questions I wanted to ask is, and I wanted to say it was great interviewing you once, let alone doing it again like 2 weeks later. But you know, we're here at your studio now, and I mean, you guys can't see it just yet, but like, you know, clearly by looking at the background, it's definitely not your typical art studio. But the environment that you bring yourself into, obviously it plays a role in your art, right? How did this environment come to be?
It's an experiment. I'm kind of like a mad scientist up in this place. I do seminars on brain theory and stuff, you know, right brain, left brain, and creative environment, and how to use it to create better, you know, to see your full, as an artist, see your full potential. I think environment is an important role. I'm going to certainly draw scarier pictures in here than I would sitting in a dentist's office. Well, I don't know, though, really.
I think a dentist's office is pretty darn scary. I'd rather be here than there.
Well, you know, I mean, like, this is an environment that encourages my creative part of my brain to come out of its shell and be comfortable and, you know, and just vibe and just do your thing. The music is the same thing, you know. It's all part of the environment that affects your brain, you know, literally. I mean, I even go to the point of not listening to music with lyrics when I'm drawing or tattooing because I don't get into the science of it, but
you can if you want.
Well, it's a left brain activity, so it's like, you know, you can't really draw or create while listening to speech at the same time. It's kind of fluttering back and forth, so I go on all day about it, but basically it is an experiment, and
maybe that's why singing and playing an instrument is so damn hard too.
Actually, that's great example. So you know, I'm all about tweaking everything to be its fullest potential, so I can see my fullest potential. You know, and I've seen my environment plays a major role in that. I exist in this room, you know, and I'm always creative, and I think the room plays a big role in that, as well as the sound.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, Paul, again, it's always great to see you.
Thanks for having
Everybody.
me in my own place.
Yeah, of course. Everybody, we return with Paul Booth. We are at the Last Rites Tattoo Parlor, Art Studio, and Theater. And be sure to come down here to check out all their exhibitions. The next exhibition is coming September 7th, so be on the lookout for that. We'll see you next time on Heavy New York, everybody.